So hello everyone, today we are going to understand what is price yield curve. So you must have seen a price yield curve like this, wherein on x-axis you have yield and on y-axis you have price of a bond, right? So as the name suggests, basically it tells you the relationship between price and yield of a bond. So the slope of a price yield curve is like this. So first and foremost, to me, you need to understand why this has a downward slope, right? For understanding this, you need to understand that price and yield of bond has an inverse relationship, right? When I say inverse relationship, it means that if yield goes up, price of the bond goes down, or if yield goes down, the price of the bond goes up. So there is an inverse relationship. Now we'll understand how it does work basically. So how we can calculate the present value of a bond or price of the bond? So price of the bond is nothing but it's basically the present value of discounting of all future cash flows at YTM rate or yield rate. So how we can calculate the price of the bond? It's very simple. Here I have taken yield and coupon is absolutely same. And yield and if yield and coupons are same, bond will be trading at par. I'll tell you the value of the bond and the present value of the bond will be 1,000 rupees only. So yield is 8, NPR is 5 times, right? PMT is 1,000 into 8% is 80, comma 1,000 is face value. Why 1,000? Because future value. 1,000 is face value and 1,000 is future value. Why the formula? Because we'll receive after 5 years 1,000 rupees because bond gives the face value back at the time of maturity. And type will be 0 because you receive coupon at the end of the period. Right. So this will be the price of the bond. Press enter here. Now you can see it's 1,000 rupees. Why it's 1,000 rupees? Because coupon and yield are same. That's why bond is trading at par. Now please pay attention. If yield goes up, let's say I take an example, I do yield at as 9%. So ideally, if yield goes up, the price goes down. So the bond price must be less than 1,000 rupees. Press enter and see, yes, yield has gone up, the bond price has gone down, right? Now I'll take another example wherein I'll have 7% as yield. So if I have 7% as yield, it means that yield has gone down. So ideally, the bond prices must go up. Let's see, does it happen or not? See there. So bond prices cost 1,000 rupees. Now it is 1,041. So if yield basically changes, accordingly the bond price also changes, but in opposite direction, it must be absolutely clear. And this is the only reason why this curve has a downward slope. As the yield is going up, the prices of the bond is basically falling, right? As the yield is going up, the bond prices are falling. You can see this is price axis. So price of the bond is falling as the yield is increasing, right? That's why this curve has downward slope. Another thing is this, that why it is in convex, this thing, right? Why this curve is convex. This is also very, very important to understand. So let's say I take an example here, yield is 2%, here is 4%, here is 10%, here is 11%. So now what is basically a change in yield? If yield is basically 2 से 4% हो रहा है, it means what? It is 100% change in yield. But if yield is basically 10 to 11% hoga, it's just a 1 by 10 change in the yield, only 10%. That's what you need to understand, that at lower yields, if yields changes, there is a high change in yield. और इसी हाई परसेंटेज चेंज इन द यील्ड के कारण देयर इज ए मोर फॉल इन द बॉन्ड प्राइसेस. That's why you can see a steep fall. But at higher yields, the percentage change in the bond yields are low. That's why there is a low fall in the prices of the bond. That's why this curve is convex. I think now these two properties must be understood by you. Why the curve has a downward slope and why the curve is convex in nature, right? So with this, thank you very much. I hope you must have understood this. I'll be coming with more financial education videos. Thank you.